Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Hot. Today I have a tech-related unboxing video for you. So I've opened up a couple of pieces of tech over the years, especially, pretty much Apple products, right? I have an iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, a bunch of Apple products, MacBook Pro, and I've done some unboxings over the years. Now, I didn't get rid of my iPhone. I still have my iPhone 12 Pro Max right here. This is my main phone. I love it. It's amazing. It's so good. But I've been an iPhone user for many years, and the thing about me is I don't hate Android. I just, there's a lot of good things about it, and I haven't personally had the chance to experience it much. So I actually recently, a couple years ago, I think it was now, bought the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite, I think this is, in order to just play with it, learn more about Android, try some apps and things that, may be different or on this platform versus iOS, and it's gotten some, taken some getting used to, but I feel like I've got a better appreciation a little bit of what Android is. But, I kind of want to branch out and try some things that are really unique, especially in the area of folding phones. I think folding phones are a really cool idea, but I felt like they haven't been worth it yet because the technology is still new, it's still improving, and it will still continue to improve. But when I saw the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G, when I saw that, I thought, okay, this is it. This is finally at the point where I feel like this could be a great phone, and I would love to get it. So I did. So this is not my main phone. This is just an extra phone for me to use and play with. I have a few ideas for ways that I want to use this with Xbox Game Pass and some productivity things that I want to try because I have the S Pen, things like that. So, and there was a decent deal that I got for this as well, which I felt like it was worth it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to open up the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and do a little unboxing and a quick look at this phone. So from Samsung, so here's the Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G. Here it is right here. Pretty slick packaging. This is... I don't know if it says on here like it does on iPhone, but I think I got the 256, yeah, there it is. Okay, Phantom Black is the color I got, and I got the 256 gigabyte model. Because this is not my main phone, I didn't need the upgraded storage, and Phantom Black looked really sleek, so I wanted to get that. Now, important to note, this does not come with the charging brick. It comes with the cable, but not the charging brick. Same with the new iPhones. That seems to be the new standard now, which is kind of annoying, but that is what it is. Now, one of the perks I got from Samsung for pre-ordering and stuff, they had some extra rewards points, things like that you could use. So I got some sort of free stuff to come with it, including this 35-watt PD power adapter duo, USB-C, USB-A. So this does not normally come with the phone. You will need this, separately, or another. It doesn't have to be this exact one, but any other charging brick. So I got that, as well as I got this included too, which is the flip cover with the pen. So this is the S Pen Fold Edition. I've never used an S Pen before, but it's a really cool concept from what I've seen. I know there's a Pro version that is Bluetooth capable that has some additional features. I don't need all that. I think this is good enough for me, and I like not having to charge this, which is great too. So we will be unboxing this as well. So without further ado though, let's just jump into the phone itself. Grab my unboxing knife here, and we are going to take a look at the Z Fold 3. So this is not going to be a full-on comprehensive review, I'll tell you that now. There are far better other tech reviewers out there. But if you want my quick and dirty impressions and some comparisons, then here it is. I have actually never used a folding device. I've seen it. I've actually even seen the Galaxy Z Fold. I don't know if it's first gen or second gen, but I've seen someone use it. I have not actually used it myself. So this is my very first impressions of a folding device. So here it is right here. And you do have this. Also, I did see the Galaxy Z Flip, and that actually also looks really cool. But I feel like that's cool in the way that it's convenient if that's your main phone, because you can fold it up and take it with you. I have a main phone. I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max, so I don't get that benefit. I'm not going to be carrying around, you know, the Samsung phone with me everywhere. This is more like at home, you know, on Wi-Fi. The Fold has far more benefits for me in that sense, and I like the, you know, making a phone into a tablet sort of thing. So you have that there. Here's, like I said, the charging cable itself, but no other charging brick or anything. This is all you get. And here it is, folks. This is the phone. So let's get this plastic peeled off. Oh man, this is so cool. Now this is, you know, definitely more of like a flagship phone, and it is that in price and everything, but also, at least at a first glance, in build quality. Like, it feels really solid. Just like the material, it looks premium too. I love the matte black look. I think the Z Fold 2 had like a glossy back, and lots of fingerprints and stuff. But when I saw this, I was like, oh man, that's a clean look too. And look, here, this is if you haven't heard of this phone, here's what's so cool about it. This is my first time doing this. Are you ready? Whoa, that feels so weird to be able to do that. I just folded the screen in half. That's so crazy. That feels really sturdy though. It's actually a little hard to see just because of my lighting, but there is a crease it is visible, but you know, we'll see how visible it is once you turn it on. Yeah, I mean that's got some like good heft to it. Like this is not going to be flimsy when you're folding it like that. Like, it feels really nice. So what this is basically is, it's a phone like this. This is actually a screen. And, you know, there's cameras and stuff in the back. It is a very narrow phone and tall, but it is. And then when you want a more tablet experience, you just pop it open like that, which is really, really cool. So, you know, just for comparison's sake, again, I have my iPhone 12 Pro Max. I mean, height-wise, it's like a normal phone, but look how narrow it is. So I don't know how much I'm going to be using this front phone, maybe with one hand if I want to do stuff. I could definitely see that. But in thickness, it is going to be larger because it is two halves kind of combined. I do like this vertical camera module layout a lot more than I like on the iPhone one. I think this just started to look really funky in my opinion. I love the blue though on the iPhone, but the matte black look here is also very clean. But here's where the advantage is, right? You pop this open, now look at the phones, right? Like the iPhone 12 Pro Max has already got a big enough screen, but man, look at that extra added real estate that you have on this sort of more tablet-like experience. That's actually really, really nice. Oh man, I'm so excited to like power this thing up and use it. So, you know, real quick, looking up close. So there is a like selfie camera right there. As you can see, the bottom, you do have like speaker grills and your charger and everything. There's the hinge, more stuff on the side. And then on the side here, you have a couple things. So there's like the SIM card, you know, stuff. You do have, I think this is your volume up and down button, and then like the lock button, which is got fingerprint sensor on it. And when you open it, this is the other thing that sold me on this phone that I wanted to see, is the full screen display. There's no, you know, there's like little bezels around the sides, but this is a full screen display. There actually is a camera here. It's just, look at the light, you see? There's an under the screen camera. Now, the quality, not great from what I've seen in reviews. But that's kind of a really cool thing to allow for, you know, a much wider view on this device. So that's actually really cool. There's different ways you can use this. So like I said, closed, open. There's even this like flex mode option. So there's certain apps where you just kind of sit this down like that and you can do things, which is also really cool. It reminds me kind of like a Nintendo DS in a way. And actually, sorry, real quick, let me also grab, I should have prepared for this earlier, but I just thought about this. I do have the iPad mini, and this is, what is this, the iPad mini 5 or 4? It's whatever the I think this is the most recent one. I don't remember if they did make another one or not. But here's the iPad mini. So if you want a comparison in terms of size, it is smaller than the iPad mini. Not too much. Like the iPad mini is a little bit wider, but it's definitely taller. That being said, if you take out the bezels on the iPad mini, I feel like it's about the same size screen-wise. Screen on the iPad mini may be a little bit larger, little bit. But the iPad mini does have, you know, those bezels there, and then on the back, as you can see. So, I mean, I feel like this is a really cool form factor, something really, really neat. So we will open this up and take a look as well, but I do want to quickly unbox some of these other items here, and you know, get this thing charged up and stuff, and try it out. So this is the power brick right here. So you have your max 35 watt with USB-C or USB-A max 15 watt. Super fast charging, it says. Okay, and then you have the S Pen with the flip cover. Yep, that just pops right open. Very, very cool. So I guess this is instructions. Oh, this is the tool and extra tips for the S Pen included in there. But this is the S Pen itself. And it does say Fold Edition right there. So again, there is a Pro version. There's a button on here as well. And this tip does, you know, retract a little bit when used, so it doesn't like damage the screen. And then you have this case right here, the flip cover. And so the way that this works, and I'll kind of pop this in here real quick, nice and easy, is you have your S Pen right here. So whenever you need it, because that's the one downside, is the S Pen does not directly attach to it. It's not like magnetic or anything, which would have been cool. But you can just have the pen, you know, real handy, and it slides right out. But also, the other thing is this whole thing with the pen, this little connector, I believe this comes off. It does. So if you just wanted the flip cover without the S Pen and you wanted to carry the S Pen separately, you can do that as well. So that's kind of neat. I will say I personally am not big on this, and that's for one reason. The actual flip cover part. If I'm using the phone one-handed like this, I don't like that this is just awkwardly here. And you know, like, it's kind of annoying. Then when you have to flip it open, it just doesn't feel as nice. And then you kind of have, like, you see like this thing like sticking out the side here. It doesn't make the folding experience as nice. I would have preferred a different type of just true case that has an attachment for the S Pen. So I may be looking out for something like that instead. Or maybe just even keep the S Pen separately, you know, we'll see. The flip cover thing I'm not big on. It was free with this whole set, and I got the S Pen, so I got it. But that's kind of my impressions. I don't like having this just hanging around and being awkward. It doesn't make it, like, as intuitive when you're folding it open and stuff, or as clean and nice. So, anyways, there's that. So that's it for the unboxing. Let me get this thing kind of charged up a bit, and you know, we'll get some quick impressions on actually using this device. All right, here is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, not all set up, but somewhat set up. I've actually been using it for a little while, kind of changing some settings and downloading some apps, logging into a bunch of apps. Takes time to do all that. My initial impressions are I'm having fun with using this larger screen size when this thing folds up. So there's a few little features and things I'm going to demonstrate. This is by no means a comprehensive review, and I certainly don't know a lot of things that these phones do, because I'm not super familiar with Android. So that's kind of the fun of learning and kind of growing with the product. But here we have the front page here, and so again, if you download your some apps and stuff, you have that visible on the front page that you can get to. So kind of like your typical Android phone, but of course you can pop this open and boom, now you have an expanded view, which feels really nice and is a really cool display. So I certainly do appreciate that. So with that being said, there's a few things that I do want to kind of demo here. So let's start with the outside screen right here. And so what you can do is, you know, there's a few different apps you can load up. So let's say, for example, I want to load up Twitter, right? So I pop this open. I'm on Twitter right here, and you know, checking out my notifications or whatever. And let's say, here's the thing, right? Like if I type in here, this keyboard is small. I do got to say, especially on a smaller screen. I'm used to the 12 Pro Max iPhone. Like it's difficult to type a little bit. You can do it, but it's not going to be as quick and easy. You're going to be deleting typos, that sort of thing. So let's say I'm looking at this. I'm like, you know what? I need a bigger screen to be able to do this. Well, I have this open here. I can slide this open, and now boom, I am in a larger view here, and ta-da, I have a much larger screen. Now, there may be, I don't know if there's a way that you can customize the keyboard to get it to combine again. There might be. But this kind of separate view is actually kind of nice because, you know, this is pretty easy to type on. See? There you go. It actually is pretty intuitive because of where your thumbs are. So I really do like typing on this device with that. I think that makes things much easier. I do appreciate that. Now, you can set certain apps to continue back on the front screen as well. So, for example, I set Twitter to be one of those apps that when I close it, it continues on the front page. So you can add or disable that feature if you would like. So that is one thing that you can do. But very, very nice to be able to pop this open. So you have that. You can multitask on the screen, which is great. So you have a lot of the standard, you know, multitasking features. So let's say I want to pop open, you know, YouTube, for example. Got Baby Shark, of course, because that's, you know, what my son watches all the time. Let's say I'm in here and I want to pop open Twitter, right? So I can slide over in here, drag Twitter, and boom, I'm now in my multitasking view that I have. Now, you can also do other pairs of things as well. So I do have a multitasking pair with Google Chrome and Twitter. So I can kind of pop open that if I want to. So that's quick and easy, very nice to be able to do. The other cool thing that you can do, let's say you're in YouTube, right? And oops. So let's say I'm in here and I wanted to watch a video. So let's go to my own channel and pop on, make sure the volume's low or whatever. So let's say I'm watching a video here. And the cool thing that you can do is if you rotate the phone sideways like this, you can enable flex mode. And you see what happens here, it automatically detected that I was bending the screen so that the video plays on the top screen and I can keep scrolling and look at comments. I can even type a comment in here as well. So there's a lot of cool little applications that you can do here. It's even like a nice little stand. So I actually had that. I was playing Baby Shark for my son. I kind of set this on the floor and he was just sitting there watching, you know, in this kind of a preview. I don't have to like prop up the video anywhere or anything like that, which is pretty handy. Yeah, I mean, it certainly works pretty well. As far as, let me see if I can find a good 4K video, something, I don't know, something like super high quality, some type of video. Is this even playing? This is 480p right now? Why? Okay, how do I manually change this? Quality, let's select a specific resolution. We're gonna bump this up all the way. Okay, now we're good. So, yeah, so here's a YouTube video playing right here. You can also pinch to zoom and fill the full screen. And it looks really nice. I think is this the highest brightness level, maybe? I think this is. Anyways, I mean, it like, that is really, really nice quality, just the way that it is. Also, notice, the under camera, the under screen camera at all? Probably not. If you look for it, you might be able to see it right there. There it is. In fact, if I look up close, like, you really can't see it. You can kind of faintly see it there, right? Like, it blends in so well. Now, obviously, if you're looking at something that's like a plain white or plain black background, it's going to stand out a lot more. But I'm really happy with the way that under camera display is, because unless you're in like bright light or in certain settings, you really don't notice it. It just blends in so well. And I really do appreciate that. And I mean, this is a nice quality screen too. I mean, you can see Just looks great, this video here. So I do appreciate that. Obviously the camera quality is not the greatest, but I didn't buy this phone for the camera. I have my iPhone and stuff for that. That being said, there are some cool little features that the camera does have because of this whole setup, right? So if I pop open this camera, hey, there I am right there. This is actually really cool because, so this is using the under camera display, which is not the greatest, but it is there, it exists. But here's another cool thing that you can do. You can actually, is it enabled automatically? I can't remember. I don't think it is. Let me see where the setting is. Capture view? No. Oh, okay. Well, there's this view here. So you can do this capture view so that whatever pictures I take, so if I take this picture here, let me smile. You can already preview it right here on the side as you take pictures. So that's a cool feature that is available. So let's undo that. You can also, if I flip the camera, so I'm now looking at my outer camera right here, there's a little icon in the corner that pops up which turns on cover screen preview. So what that is doing is it turns on the screen on the back here, which actually looks really nice. It's nice high quality too. So let's say, because this camera is not great quality, if you want to take selfies, you can actually take pretty good quality oh, I must have done a timer or something to take a picture there. But you can take really good quality selfies with this camera screen preview so that it's using these cameras. Or alternatively, if I'm taking pictures of someone else, they can preview it too while I'm taking it and see, you know, if they're in frame and make adjustments. So that actually has some really cool benefits there. I really like the possibilities that you have for that. And again, you know, bring in flex mode right here, right? So I can do this and check this out at the bottom. I have camera controls for photos. I can set a timer and I can prop this up and like take a picture or whatever like that. And it just goes. I wonder if there's a setting where it auto detects motion or something. Is that it? I don't know. I don't know what setting is going on there, but it's taking pictures. So that's actually really cool. There's so many nice little features like that make taking pictures in here actually really fun and helpful. I do think that's a really cool concept that they have. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, there's obviously so many other things that you can do with this, but those are just some of the fun little things that are great on here. Also, the S Pen, which is very nice. It instantly works. There's no pairing anything. It just pops open. You can scroll. You can click and type and do stuff. And let's say I want to, you know, do some things. There's a little icon pops up here. I can do a few different things where, let's say I want to, you know, take a screenshot of this and let's say I want to do some annotations on here. So I'll just pick a little blue color here and be like, I want to circle that and, you know, put a little smiley face or whatever. You can draw and do stuff and then save that eventually as a thing. I don't know how to, did that save it? That saved it. I don't know. I'm still learning. But, you know, there's all sorts of different things that you can do with the S Pen. Let's say you want to quickly create a quick note. Well, this can pop open right here, and I can go and say, oops, hi, everyone, you know, and save my note or whatever, which is also very, very cool. So we'll delete that. And yeah, I mean, you know, the S Pen makes it very, very easy and intuitive to be able to use. And the cool thing is, I don't know if you noticed or not, as you bring it close, the icon pops up, you put it away, and then the icon will soon go away. So it makes it very, very nice and intuitive. So lots of different things that you can do that make it quick and easy. You know, I will say, you know, the other thing about this display is the little crease in the middle, right? As any with folding display, you're gonna see a crease. I mean, it's inevitable. They made it nice and sturdy and all that, and it's water resistant now, which is cool. Not dust resistant though, keep that in mind. But you're gonna see the crease. Does that really bother me? Honestly, I don't even, like, I mean, yeah, you see it, but as soon as I start using the phone, I instantly forget about it, and it doesn't bother me at all, except in one case, one very specific case, and that is if I play Pokemon Go. And the reason is, so you'll see like these Pokemon popped up here. Let's say I click on a Pokemon and I want to catch the Pokemon. Guess where the Pokeball pops up? right in the middle, right where the crease is. So as I'm, you know, I like to do my curveballs, as I'm moving my finger back and forth, you really feel the crease right there. And it feels odd. It does. I gotta say, with Pokemon Go in this case, it feels weird. So, you know, I wish there was a better way behind it. But then again, you could also just do this, right? If I really wanted to, and I don't want to get in the middle of the crease there, this is a perfectly serviceable way of playing, you know, Pokemon Go on the device. And I mean, the larger screen view is not bad. It works. It's just, you will feel the crease, right? Because it's directly there and you're moving your finger across it back and forth, like you will feel the crease. So just something to keep in mind with that part. But otherwise, I don't really pay that much attention to it. Like, it really just kind of blends in, and even if I'm like scrolling through things, like, your finger is not directly hitting it that much that it, like, at least for me, it's not like super noticeable that it bothers me, except in the one case of Pokemon Go. So yeah, overall, it's pretty solid. Also, I did want to try one other thing. I actually have not tried this yet. I just downloaded the game and made sure I was able to log in. But let's pop open Fortnite, and see how this actually performs. Let me make sure my settings and stuff are okay in here, especially for audio, that we don't have like licensed audio playing. Okay, so that's good. Also, the other thing that, you know, there's all sorts of different settings here that the device has. I'm going to set this to 60 FPS. What does auto set do? That just jumps it down to 60. Okay, we're just going to do 60. We'll show FPS, apply that. I don't even know if all the settings are you know, going to be great for me or not. I have sprint by default on, auto open doors. Sure, you know what? We're just going to try this. And see how it plays on mobile. I have not played on mobile in quite a while. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not on mobile on iOS anymore. I know you can pair a game controller with this, which is great. Although, to be fair, this form factor makes it a little different, or difficult for certain stands. You might have to get, like, you can't really, there must be certain tripods for this, or some type of a stand. You'd kind of have to prop this up if you're going to use a controller. So that's a little funky with this one, because the usual attachments are going to fit something this wide. But let's see how we do here. In this, I have a feeling this is not going to end super well, but you know, we are going to try and see how this goes. So I think my brightness is pretty decent. Let me also turn off my my studio lights real quick, just so they're not shining and you see that reflection on here. So all right, where do we want to go? Let's just go. Let's go to an outpost there. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, there it is. So let's see how we do. Please don't judge my my skills on mobile or lack of. But graphically, you know, it's not too bad. We'll see if the 60 FPS really holds up. It is dropping a little bit as we go down. You know, so maybe 30 FPS is probably the best that you'd want to do. But I mean, in some ways it feels a little, or looks a little better than on Nintendo Switch, but in some ways it's worse. Like, it doesn't feel as smooth, I would say. I'm probably about to die without a weapon, aren't I? Being able to walk like this is very difficult, actually. I'm not used to this at all. Oh god, he's about to kill me. No, jump, run. Give me a gun. Okay, I have a weapon now. Can I at least get one kill? Is the important question, right? Where's this person? Do they come back up here? I don't know where they went. And okay, well, I just got pumped and killed. So, you know, but it is serviceable. I'm sure playing with a controller will be much more fun. And the screen size is pretty nice. So I do appreciate the bigger screen size here. I mean, you can technically still play on the front screen. There's nothing stopping that from occurring. Although I didn't set Fortnite to automatically load. Now, the one thing is flipping back and forth with this phone, you may have to kind of keep in mind that sometimes the aspect ratios get a little funky when you go back and forth between screens that are not optimized for the Galaxy Fold to go back and forth, like this, for example. So if I want to play on this screen, you may want to boot the game up from this screen directly instead of trying to go back and forth. Also, I'm noticing just from playing that bit of Fortnite, it's kind of warm here as well. So if you're playing in this view where your hand is going to be directly on the back of this, it's going to get kind of warm. Versus, you know, if you play on the big screen here, your hands are probably going to be propped up in especially, it looks like it's right under the camera module where it gets hot. So if you hold it in this orientation, where you're holding it from the glossy, from the screen, you're not going to feel the heat. The heat seems to be up here. So this way actually seems to be pretty intuitive. But anyways, yeah, so that's Fortnite there. I just wanted to kind of showcase that. I mean, I think those are some of the main things that I wanted to kind of showcase for this phone. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or any suggestions for things. There's so many, you know, things that I want to do, so many tweaks, and I'm gonna download some themes. If there's check out some apps, a bunch of stuff I'm gonna see. But if there's anything that you all are interested in seeing, let me know. I'd love to check that out. But that is the Galaxy Z Fold 3, and hopefully y'all enjoyed this review. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, take care, and I'll see you later.